So let us do a model paper. Remember, again I'm telling you, before going for exam, these are your mandatory things you guys have to do. One is past year question papers, mandatory. Make sure you guys do it. One is past year question papers. Next one is RTP. Next one is MTP. Next one is model test papers. This is mock test papers, this is model test papers. All of this very, very important. Yes. See, there are two ways. One, you invest in a good scanner. If not, easy resource, go to ICAI. You will have past 5 to 6 attempts for RTP, MTP, model test paper. You will get everything. Easiest way. Why do you want to invest in some other thing also? If you can get it for free, get it for free. Yes. How do you have to do? Maintain a book. Whenever you find a very unique question, write that question down. See, some will be regular. You'll be easily able to write it. Whenever you get a very unique question, write it down somewhere. Getting the point? The more questions you solve, the better for you. Okay. Ashok goes to supermarket to buy an air conditioner. He selects a branded air conditioner having a price tag of rupees 40,000 after a discount of rupees 3,000. Ashok reaches at cash counter for making the payment. But cashier says, sorry sir, the discount was up to yesterday. There is no discount from today, hence you have to pay rupees 43,000. Ashok got angry and insists for rupees 40,000. State with reasons whether under Indian Contract Act, Ashok can enforce the cashier to sell at a discounted price, that is 40,000.
Offer is different from invitation.
The question, the provision is, people, this word should be there. Invitation to an offer. That is a provision. If you guys have it, you guys will get the mark. Invitation to an offer is different from an offer. Why? What has happened? Ashok goes to supermarket to buy. He selects a brand with a price tag of after a discount. Now, what is this, people? Whenever you find any articles on the display, always remember, I have told you, it's an invitation to an offer. You need to pick it. You will go and stand it in the counter. So you make an offer, they have to give you an acceptance. Agreed? So it is an invitation to an offer. So can Ashok force him to sell at that price? Answer is no. Ashok will not be successful. Ashok cannot force the party to sell it at 40,000. Clear? Yes? Okay, done. Rahul, a transporter, was entrusted with the duty of transporting tomatoes from a rural farm to a city by Ashwin. Due to heavy rains, Rahul was stranded for more than 2 days. Rahul sold the tomatoes below the market rate in the nearby market where he was stranded, fearing that the tomatoes may perish. Can Ashwin recover the loss from Rahul on the ground that Rahul had acted beyond his authority?
As long as they
Provision? What is the provision? Agency is a chapter. See, this is how you guys, now are you getting it? How you, see, once you have read it completely, you have to go through question, you have to think, what is the provision? Don't tell me the answer at all. I'll be not at all bothered to listen the answer. For me, provision is important. The more you study, the better for you. Are you getting the point? Okay, so now what does it say? It is the agency chapter. What type of agency? It is agency by emergency. Yes, whenever it's an event not under your control, you're not in a capacity to talk to your principal. Whatever agent does, the principal is liable for all the actions. But you should not be in a position to talk to the principal. You should have acted in a good faith. You should have acted as if an ordinary man, however he would act. If it is your goods, you should have acted in the same way. In the given case, he has acted in the same way. So the answer is, people, can Ashwin recover the loss? Answer is no. Ashwin cannot recover the loss because it is an agency by emergency. Yeah? Okay. Mr. Mohan had purchased some goods from Sunflower Limited on credit. A credit period of 1 month was allowed to Mr. Mohan before the due date. Mr. Mohan went to the company and wanted to repay the amount due from him. He found only Mr. Ramesh there, who was the factory supervisor of the company. Mr. Ramesh told Mr. Mohan that the accountant and the cashier are on leave. He is in charge of receiving money and he may pay the amount to him. Mr. Ramesh issued a money receipt under his signature. After 2 months, Sunflower Limited issued a notice to Mr. Mohan for non-payment of the dues within the stipulated period. Mr. Mohan informed that the company he had already cleared the dues and he is no more responsible for the same. He also contended that Mr. Ramesh is an employee of the company who he had made the payment, and being an outsider, he trusted the words of Mr. Ramesh as duty distribution is a job of the internal management of the company. Analyze the situation and decide whether Mr. Mohan is free from his liability or not. What has happened, people? Mohan has to pay some money to the company. He goes on the due date. That day, people, the accountant, cashiers are on leave. So there is one more person who says, I am authorized to receive all the money today on their behalf. Hence, you can make me the payment. This person paid also. But after 2 months, the company again issued a notice to Mohan saying that you have not yet made the payment. Now the question is, they're asking you, is Mohan free from liability or Mohan has to again make the payment to the Sunflower Limited? What is your answer? What is the provision? First of all, which chapter? Adda bouncer. Abbas is like, sir, you said in every question they will say which act it is. They have not said it here. Which act it is? Contract Act? All of you? Supam, company law? Okay, company law. I'll give you Companies Act it is. Companies Act question. What is the provision? Very good, Rakesh. That's the answer. Huh? Intrawires? Huh? Very good, Sopam. Doctrine of indoor management. How do I know? Now that fellow is telling today I am authorized to receive everything. Correct. How would I know whether it is right or not? He is a supervisor. He has an ID card. He is telling. Now in reality, whether you have passed all that as or not, I don't know. I believe what you say is true because you are a person who is belonging to the company that you are a supervisor and you are saying that you are authorized today to receive. Doctrine of indoor management. Why? People beyond the four walls do not know what would have happened inside. Correct? Hello? Yes or no? Very good, Sopam. Mike Limited is incorporated in India, having a liaison office at Singapore. Explain in detail meaning of foreign company and analyze on whether Mike Limited would be called as foreign company as it is established a liaison office at Singapore as per the provision of Companies Act 2013. I would say a very nice question.
If the company is carrying on India, it can be called as.
So is Mike Limited a foreign company or not? It's a question. Correct? Mike Limited would be called as a foreign company or not? Is a question. Is it a foreign company?
So what does the mean is incorporated in India having? I don't understand that.
Mike Limited is incorporated in India, having one of its office at Singapore. Liaison office means it's like a representative office. Is it a foreign company or not? No, it's not a foreign company. Why? Very good, people. Thank you so much, people. It is incorporated in India, hence it's an Indian company directly. What is a foreign company? Foreign company is a company which is incorporated outside India. It has a place of business like a branch office, liaison office, whatever name you give. If it has a place of business in India and carries on a business activity in India, In the given case that hey, you're directly registered in India, Kel Katam Dukan Banda, as per section 2 clause 20, what is the definition of company? Any company which is incorporated under this law or previous law, that is you are registered here, so you are an Indian company, so it's not a foreign company. So Mike Limited is a Indian company. Hello? Beautiful question. Whether a minor may be admitted in the business of partnership firm. You can be? So maybe admitted in the business of partnership firm, not as a partner but as a beneficiary. Explain the rights of minor. What are the rights? He is entitled for the share of his profits. Next one. He can inspect accounts. He can request a copy of accounts. What if all of this is not paid? Can he file a case? He can file a case only on the day he agrees to sever his condition with, sever his share with the partnership. On that day, he can go and file a case. If not, I will not have any such right. These are my rights, huh? Yes, huh? Okay. An auction sale of certain goods was held on 7th March 2024 by the fall of hammer in favor of the highest bidder X. The payment of auction price was made on 8th March 2024, followed by the delivery of goods was made on 10th March 2024. Based upon the provisions of Sale of Goods Act, decide when the auction sale is complete. Children question. I don't know why they asked this also. Online? Huh? 7 na? Ganika? 7 only, huh? 7 only. Should have confidence. People, auction sale. Tell me what is the provision. If you get the provision, now I'll give you a really big mark. Why 7th?
Here bidder, like highest bid, and it's the hammer.
Fall of hammer. If it's there, you will get the mark. In an auction sale, the sale is complete when the fall of the hammer or any of. That's when it is complete. Correct? That is what is the main provision. Yes? So 7th it is. Payment, delivery and all is irrelevant. Certain goods were sold by sample by J to K, who in turn sold. J sold to K. Sold by sample, who in turn sold the same goods to L. And L by sample sold the same goods to M. M found that goods were not according to the sample and rejected the goods. So M rejected the goods and gave notice to L. L sued K. K sued J. Yenada idu Rangoli in exam. Can M reject the goods? Can M reject the goods? Provision. Okay, more provision. Sale by sample is correct. More provision in it. Bulk shall be similar to the sample and you should be given an opportunity to compare the bulk to the sample. Yes, M has a right to reject the goods. Also advise K and L as per the provision of Sale of Goods Act. Do they have a right to reject the goods? Sale by sample, you have taken, you have accepted it, you have further sold it. You have also further sold it. So you do not have a right to reject the goods. M can reject because he has used his right at the time of checking only. Now these people have neglected. It is your thing. So now, can I reject the goods? Answer is no. Then what is the thing you can do? You can maximum do is people, you can claim damages. Yeah? You cannot treat it as breach of condition. You can treat it as breach of warranty. You can claim damages. Yes? Okay. Mr. Rajiv, an assessee, was a wealthy man earning huge income by way of dividend and interest. He formed 3 private companies. See how the questions will come. If you guys would have listened, there only you should know which one is the, which question, da? Corporate will. Which case law?
Dinsha Manik.
Dinsha Manekji Petit case. There is one wealthy man who has incorporated 3 private companies and agreed with each to hold a block of investment as an agent for them. The dividend and interest income received by the company was handed back to Rajiv as a pretended loan. This way, Mr. Rajiv divided his income into 3 parts in a bid to reduce his tax liability. Lifting of corporate will, provision, evasion of tax, case law, Dinsha Manekji Petit's case. Hello? LLP is an alternative corporate business form that gives benefits of limited liability of a company and the flexibility of partnership. Explain. Direct question. Write down the benefits. State giving reasons whether the following are partnership as per provisions under the Indian Partnership Act. Come on, think and say. X, Y and Z agree to divide the profits equally, but the loss, if any, is to be borne only by one party. Is this partnership? Remember, you cannot take entire profits by one person, but you can take entire losses by one person. So yes, it is a partnership. X, a publisher, agrees to publish a book at his own expense written by Y and to pay Y half of the net profit. Does this create a relationship of partnership between X and Y? Can paper dealer, that is third party, make Y liable for paper supplied to X? No sir, because there can be sharing of profits here, but there is no other elements of partnership present like mutual agency or
Business or profit.
business. You are basically entering into one transaction, that's all. So business is not there. There is no mutual agency. A and B purchase a tea shop and incur additional expense for purchasing utensils, each contributing half of the total expense. The shop is leased out on daily rent, which is divided between both. Does this arrangement constitute a partnership between A and B? Is it a partnership? It's a co-ownership. Why? You have taken a shop, you have added some utensils, and you are not doing business, you are giving it on rent. So it's a co-ownership. Clear? The state government of X, a state in the country, is holding 48 lakh shares of Y Limited. X is holding in Y Limited 48 lakh shares. The paid up capital of Y is 95. They have totally 95 lakh shares. Okay. Y Limited directly holds 2,50,600 shares of Z, which is having share capital of 5 crore in the form of 5 lakh shares. They totally have 5 lakh shares. Z Private Limited claimed the status of a subsidiary company of Y Limited as well as government company. Advise as a legal advisor. Understood? Tell me, is it a government company? Deemed to be government company. Agreed? All of you? Convinced? You're wrong. Z company is a subsidiary of Y company. Out of total 5 lakh share, how much is Y holding?
250.
Exactly 2,50,000. You are not a subsidiary company. More than one half. You are a subsidiary company. So Z is a subsidiary of Y company. Very good. Now X is a government company. Correct? Now Y to become a government company, what is the condition to be satisfied? More than 51% has to be held by
Government state.
correct? Now tell me, X is holding how many shares in Y?
48.
In 95, do 51%. How much? 100 times you do also that government. Seventh question you are seeing, and again you will be wrong. That's the beauty. Esto 48.45. How much is there? So Y is not a subsidiary of X. So Z is of course not a subsidiary of X. And hence it's not a government company. So yes, Z is a subsidiary of Y company, but that is not a subsidiary. I mean, it's not a government company. Why? Not that left part of the brain will not work at all. An anticipatory breach. Direct question I'll leave. Mr. Gaurav and Mr. Vikas entered into a contract on 1st July 2024, according to which Mr. Gaurav had to supply 100 tons of sugar to Mr. Vikas at a certain price, strictly within a period of 10 days of the contract. Mr. Vikas also paid an amount of 70,000 towards advance as per the terms of the above contract. The mode of transportation available between their places is roadway only. Severe flood came on 2nd July 2024 and the only road connecting their places was damaged and could not be repaired within 15 days. Mr. Gaurav offered to supply sugar on 20th July, for which Mr. Vikas did not agree. On 1st August 2024, Mr. Gaurav claimed compensation of 20,000 from Mr. Vikas for refusing to accepting the supply of sugar, which was not there within the purview of the contract. On the other hand, Vikas claimed for the refund of 70,000, which he paid as an advance. So, in the light of Indian Contract Act, decide on Mr. Vikas's contention. What happened? Understood? Gaurav agreed to give Vikas some sugar within 10 days. The road was damaged, it seems. Because that he could not give. Because he could not give, he has filed a compensation. Because you did not supply, you have to give me compensation. Whereas Vikas is asking for the advance. Whatever he has paid, he is asking for it back. They're asking you what is the capacity, what will happen. Sorry, Gaurav had to supply, sorry. What will happen to the contract? Void. Why?
Because the reason is unreasonable.
Reason is unreasonable. What is the provision? Provision.
First, it is a valid contract. After it becomes.
It's a void contract. Tell me what is the provision. Very good, Rakesh. 100%. Very nice. Supervening impossibility. Subsequent impossibility. Supervening impossibility. Correct, and hence it has become a void contract. Impossibility of performance. That's the word. Hello. So what is the contention? 20,000 compensation you will not get. The contract has become void. In a void contract, whatever is the benefit you have taken, you have to return it. So 70,000 advance taken should be returned. So Vikas's contention is correct. R gives his umbrella to M during rainy season to be used for 2 days during examination. M keeps the umbrella for a week. While going to R's house to return the umbrella, M accidentally slips and the umbrella is badly damaged. Who bear the loss and why under the provision of Indian Contract Act? Who will bear the loss? Remember people, whenever a provision is bailment, you have to return back the goods within the fixed period, whatever is the time fixed. So if you keep the goods beyond that people, then whether you have taken due care or not, whatever are the losses suffered, it will be on the bailee. So in this case, R is liable. Clear? What is the check under Negotiable Instrument Act? Who are the parties involved? What are the essential elements? I think easy, directly write off. What is the structure of Indian judicial system? Courts, hierarchy, Supreme Court, High Court, District Court, Metropolitan Courts. Avyukt purchased 100 kgs of wheat from Bhaskar at 30 rupees per kg. Bhaskar says that wheat is in the warehouse in the custody of Kishore. The warehouse keeper Kishore confirmed Avyukt that he can take the delivery of wheat from him. Until then, he is holding the wheat on Avyukt's behalf. Before Avyukt picks the goods from warehouse, the whole wheat in the warehouse has flowed in flood. Now Avyukt wants his price on the contention that no delivery has been done by the seller. Whether Avyukt is right with his views under Sale of Goods Act. It's a constructive delivery. In constructive delivery, there should be one keyword. Acknowledgement. Very good. Understood? Now these two words are there. Now I don't care what you have written. Welcome. Eye opening is happening. You're getting it? Yes? Now, did I ask him to say the entire constructed delivery ka definition? Classify the following transactions under Sale of Goods Act. A wholesaler of cotton has 100 bales in his godown. He agrees to sell 50 bales and these bales were selected and set aside.
Uncertain. Or ascertain.
It is ascertained because 50 is selected and set aside. Why ascertained? Because you are selecting after the contract. A agrees to sell to B 1 packet of sugar out of the lot of 100 packets lying in shop.
Uncertain.
The goods is not yet separated, so it is unascertained goods. T agrees to sell to S all the apples which will be produced in his garden this year. Future goods. Dissolution, define consideration, okay. Nakul made promissory note in favor of Sahadev of 10,000 rupees and delivered it to him. Sahadev endorsed the promissory note in favor of Arjun but delivered to Arjun's agent. Subsequently, Arjun's agent died and promissory note was found by Arjun in his agent's table drawer. Arjun sued Nakul for the recovery of promissory note. Whether Arjun can recover amount under the provisions of Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. Read once. Nakul made a promissory note in favor of Sahadev. So Nakul is the drawer, Sahadev is the payee and delivered to him. Sahadev endorsed the promissory note in favor of Arjun. He gave it to Arjun. But delivered to Arjun's agent. He gave it to Arjun's agent itself. And subsequently, Arjun's agent died and promissory note was found by Arjun in his agent's table. He found it in the table. Arjun sued Nakul for recovery of promissory note. Whether Arjun can recover amount under the provision of Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. Can he recover? Can he recover? Yes or no? Why? What is the provision?
Imprisonment for prominent for 6%.
People, delivery, endorsement people, it is Arjun's agent we are giving the instrument to. So giving it to Arjun's agent is like giving it to Arjun only. So an instrument can be delivered to the person or to his representative, authorized representative. So yes, you had a right. No, yes, you can sue. Are you getting the point? Yes. You know what they tried to ask the question for? Imagine if N had signed the instrument before N gave it to S. N died. They are trying to confuse you with that provision with this provision. Because that time mere delivery cannot be a transfer. They are just trying to confuse those two provisions. So is it possible? Yes, possible. Okay, Utkarsh purchased some goods from Saksham for 50,000 on 14th August. Saksham drawn a bill of exchange on Utkarsh and sent to him for acceptance on the same day at 3 p.m. Utkarsh requested to allow him some time for acceptance. Saksham allowed him 48 hours for acceptance. Utkarsh could not accept till 16th August till 3 p.m. Saksham treated the bill as dishonored for non-acceptance, referring the provision of Negotiable Instruments Act whether bill of exchange was dishonored. No, why?
Within
Because
40.
public holiday.
48 hours do not count 15th of August. So he accepted on 16th of August which is within time. So remember, deliberation for acceptance. You need to accept the bill within 48 hours of presentment. In that 48 hours, please don't count public holidays. Explain trafficking relating to public offices and titles. And stifling of prosecution. What is stifling of prosecution?
Public opposed.
Stifling of prosecution. What is that? That is this. Don't make a trade of felony. You're not supposed to compromise criminal offences. Stifle means trade. Stifling of prosecution is you're stopping a prosecution. You are not supposed to settle outside the court. Criminal matters, civil matters, okay. Hello? Explain any 6 characteristics. Okay, direct question. We'll do one more. We'll take up one more paper. Nihal ji? Yes or no? We'll do one more. Okay. Rahul owns an electronic store. Pankaj visited the store to buy a 1 second, Rakesh. I'll go through. Pankaj visited the store to buy a water purifier priced at 54,000. He specifically requested Rahul for a purifier with a copper filter. As Pankaj wanted to buy the purifier on credit with the intention of paying in 9 equal monthly installments, Rahul demands a guarantor for the transaction. Whenever such questions come, clearly write Rahul is a seller, Pankaj is the buyer. Correct? So I'll write Pankaj here, Rahul here. So there's a guarantee coming. Suraj. Surety. Correct? Suraj, a friend of Pankaj, came forward and gave the guarantee for payment of water purifier. Rahul sold Pankaj a water purifier of a specific brand. Pankaj made payment of 4 monthly installments and after that became insolvent. Explain with reference to the Indian Contract Act the liability of Suraj as a guarantor to pay the balance price of the water purifier. Is he liable? Is he liable? Okay, he is liable because it's a surety contract, people. If at all the person does not pay, debtor does not pay, surety has to pay. And remember, this is where most of the students go wrong. They are given you the value of the product. How much is the value of the product? 54,000. What is the installments? So what is per installment? 6,000. How many is already paid? 4 is paid. 24,000 is paid. How much is yet to be paid? 30,000. So what is that I can recover? This is what they're asking you. The liability of Suraj. We don't write. We will write that yes, Suraj is liable. We will not mention 30,000. It is your duty to mention because they have asked. Making sense? So remember, read the question completely. What will be your answer if Rahul sold the water purifier misrepresenting it as having a copper filter while it actually has a normal filter? Neither Pankaj nor Suraj was aware of this fact and upon discovering the truth, Pankaj refused to pay the price. In response to Pankaj's refusal, Rahul filed a suit against Suraj. But inside, how will you be aware? That's why they are saying you inside filter. What is the scenario? Surety will be discharged when the debtor is discharged, when misrepresentation of a fact, concealment of a fact. That's a direct provision. And you should be very, very thankful to the exam setter. Why? They've given the provision also in the question only. Hello? Okay. So, can he recover from Suraj? No. It will be discharge of surety. Misrepresentation or concealment of a fact. A company, DEF Limited, as on 31st March 2024, had a paid up capital of 1 lakh, 10,000 equity shares of 10 each. Okay, DEF, which has 10,000 shares. People, whenever you have paid up capital, I will always ignore money. Take shares. Whether government company, subsidiary company, only case where money is important is small company. Yes, sir. Okay. In June 2024, DF Limited issued additional 10,000 shares, which was fully subscribed. Out of 10,000 shares, 5,000 of these shares were issued to MNO Private Limited. Okay. MNO. In this 5,000 shares, they are holding its SIMs. MNO is a holding company of JKL Private Limited. This is how I used to write. Take a pencil. Easy. I need not have to go 3 times. JKL Private Limited by having control over the composition. Now JKL Private Limited claims the status of being a subsidiary of DF. They are claiming you are a subsidiary of DF. That is MNO Private Limited. Examine the validity of JKL Limited. State the relationship, if any, between DF and MNO. So is JKL and DF, first question, are they subsidiary? Answer is no, there is nothing they are sharing. Next one, is there any relationship between MNO and DF?
Yeah.
They have in total 20,000 shares. In that 5,000 is held by them. Can I directly say it is 25%? So yes sir, it is called as an associate company, 2 clause 6. Okay, referring director. Expulsion da? When is a partner's expulsion valid? Nihalji, when for expulsion to be valid, what are the conditions to be satisfied? What are the conditions to be satisfied? Expulsion, Pavan? Okay, question. What are the expulsion da? Correct. It should be in the good faith. It should be voted by the majority. You should have a right to remove in the partnership. It should be in the good interest of the partnership. Good faith. Ashish, a trader, delivered a camera to Mohan on sale or return basis. Mohan delivers the camera to Raj. Sale or return basis again. Afterward, Raj delivered it to Vikas. Raj delivered it to Vikas on a sale or return basis again without paying cash to Mohan. The camera which was in possession of Vikas was lost by theft. Though he exercised due care for its safety, referring to the provision of the Sale of Goods Act, analyze the situation and advise whether Mohan, Raj or Vikas are jointly or severally liable to pay the price of camera to Ashish. Tell me, who is liable?
Jointly
R is liable.
M is liable. M is liable.
See people, first thing, sale or return basis. The moment M sold it to R, it's a sale.
Exception to private employee.
If M sold it to R, it's a sale. In sale or return basis, when is the ownership transferred?
Anything
When you say acceptance, next one you hold the goods beyond the prescribed time. Third one you do something equivalent to acceptance. I'm further selling it only. That means I am the owner. Hello. So M sold it to R. That means M is the owner. R sold it to V. Correct? I think they've given no. Raj delivered it to Vikas on a sale or return basis without paying cash to Mohan. But have they given reservation of right to reservation of disposal or something like that? Nothing, right? Is payment, does money paid or not, does it decide the ownership? So Vikas here, he is still in his sale or return basis period. Without his negligence, the camera is broken. Vikas is not liable. Now ultimately who is liable? R is liable. Understood? See, mind teaser, but easiest. Akash of Jaipur sold 100 smart TV set at 50,000 per set to Barun of Delhi. He delivered the TV sets to Chirag, a transport carrier for transmission to Barun. Barun further sold these 100 TV sets to Sarthak at 60,000 per set. On reaching the goods at destination, Barun demanded the delivery, but Chirag wrongfully refused to deliver the goods to Barun. Wrongfully dishonored. That is why he failed to deliver TV sets to Sarthak and suffered a huge loss on account of non-delivery. Akash came to know about this. He directed Chirag to stop the delivery to Barun and re-deliver the goods to him at Jaipur. Answer the following questions. Whether Akash has the right to stop the goods in transit. Can he stop?
in course of
When does the transit end?
It reached
when the
If the buyer takes the possession, agent takes the possession, any bailee takes a possession, or if the carrier wrongfully refuses to deliver, the transit comes to an end. So can Akash, can he, Anana? No. Whether Barun can claim loss suffered due to non-delivery from Akash? Answer is yes. Ram wants to incorporate a company in which he will be the only member according to the provision. What is the type of company? OPC. Write down all the features which we saw also. Referring to the provision of LLP, answer the following. Under what circumstances LLP is compulsory required to change its name? When your name is similar to any existing LLP company registered trademark. Also explain the compliance requirement following the change of name and the consequence if any in case of default. Compliance requirement. Within 15 days of change, I need to intimate the registrar. Within 30 days of change, I need to update my agreement. And the registrar will always give me certificate of incorporation. Hello? Yes? Okay. In case of default, what will happen? The government only will allot me a new name. What do you mean by small LLP? Capital contribution not exceeding 25 lakh, turnover not exceeding 40 lakh. Referring to the provision of Indian Partnership Act, answer the following. Ram and Shyam are partners in a partnership firm named RS & Co. Gaurav, a renowned businessman, is their common friend. Ram introduced Gaurav to Sahil. Okay, Ram and Shyam are the partners. Ram introduced Gaurav to Sahil, a supplier to the firm, as his newly joined partner. Gaurav, knowing that he is not a partner, preferred to keep quiet on such an introduction. This information about Gaurav being a partner of the firm was shared by Sahil with another businessman, Madhav. Next day, Sahil supplied the raw material on credit and Madhav lent 5 lakhs to the firm for a short period on the understanding that Gaurav is a partner of the firm. On due dates, the firm failed to discharge its liability towards both. Advise Gaurav whether he is liable to Sahil and Madhav for the aforesaid liability of the firm. We have seen exact question in our class. He is liable to Sahil, not Madhav. Direct representation. First of all, what is the provision? Partnership by Estoppel or partnership by holding out. I am directly responsible only for them where I made a direct representation. Indirect representations I am not liable. So Sahil yes, Madhav no. Because with Madhav I did not make any direct representation. On admission as a new partner, Ashwin agreed to be liable. So what is happening? Continuation now. R yes sir plus Ashwin is getting added to the firm. Okay. Ashwin agreed to be liable for the existing debt systems, meaning old debts. He is a new coming partner, admission of a new partner. He is saying I'll also pay the old debts of the firm by an agreement signed by all the partners. Everyone agreed, including Ashwin. Examine whether Ashwin will be liable in a suit filed by the creditor against the firm and all existing partners for recovery of the old debt of the firm. Will Ashwin be liable? Yes? Yes or no? Yes or no? Remember, when will the novation be successful? Partners have to agree. New partner have to agree. Creditor did they give? No. Where have they given? Creditor has agreed. Novation comes into picture only when the creditor also agrees. In this case, creditor's information is not given. And hence we will assume that Ashwin cannot be held liable by the creditor. Hello? MN limit. Any doubts?
So in the second, all existing partner for recovery of all debt of the firm. There he is liable.
No, where? See, they are telling to be liable for the existing debts of the firm by an agreement signed by all partners, including Ashwin. Examine whether Ashwin will be liable in a suit filed by the creditor against the firm. He has filed against the firm and all existing partners for recovery of old debts. So if creditor files a complaint on the partnership, is Ashwin liable to the creditor? Because remember, for me to be liable with Ashwin, Ashwin also should have agreed. Meaning, the creditor also should have agreed. Now you guys can ask one more way. So they have not mentioned no. Then write assuming. Meaning my provision will be for the incoming partner to be liable for the old debts. The provision is all the partners to the contract have to agree. That is, all the partners and the creditor. In the given case, assuming that the creditor's consent was not taken, hence Ashwin is not liable. Clear? MN Limited borrowed a secured loan of 5 crore from Star Bank Limited to meet its working capital requirement. However, the borrowing powers of the company under its MOA was only 1 crore. Ultrawires? Okay. The bank released the loan amount in 2 installments, 1 crore and 4 crore. On the due date for repayment, the company refused to accept the liability of 5 crore on the ground that the borrowing was ultrawires. The company's book of accounts show that the company has utilized the loan amount up to 3 crores for the repayment of their debts. The utilization of the remaining 2 crore cannot be traced. Referring to the doctrine of ultrawires, examine the validity of the decision of the company denying the repayment of the loan and explore the remedy, if any, available to the bank for recovery of the loan. What has happened? In my MOA, it is written that the maximum we can borrow is 1 crore. But the bank has given 5 crore loan. Now the company is telling we are not liable to repay this. In this 5 crore people, the company has used 3 crore in repaying some of their other liabilities. Now the question is the company liable to repay something or not? If yes, how much?
The benefit
So how much?
3 crore.
2 crore?
3.
3 okay will do. 2 crore? The utilization of remaining 2 crore cannot be traced. They have used it since, but they are not able to trace it. So is the company liable?
Yes, sir. For 2 crores.
2 also or 3 also? What is?
For 3 they will be liable. They are use the benefit.
Very good. Whatever people you have used it, untraceable company will not be liable. So it's a ultra wires transaction, correct. You will not be liable beyond 1 crore. Very good, agreed. But if you have taken the direct benefit, if the company has taken the direct benefit, you have used it, for that you will be liable. So for the 3 crore you will be liable. For the 2 crore you won't be liable. Remember this. Clear? All of you? After incorporation of Unique Private Limited on 15th May 2024, the share certificates were issued to Arnav, Sohail and Suman being subscribers to MOA of the company without affixing the common seal thereon under the signature of Arnav and Sohail.
Secretary or director?
The director of the company has yet to appoint a company secretary.
Director.
On objection raised by Suman, a director, about the validity of the share certificates, if there is no common seal,
Two directors.
2 directors have to sign. Will your answer be different if a company secretary is appointed?
One director.
1 CS and 1 director has to sign. Wagering agreement, okay. Mr. R extended a loan to Mr. D with XYZ as sureties. Each surety executed a bond with varying penalty amounts. X saying 10, Y 20, Z is 40. In the event of D's failure to repay the borrowed money to R, examine the liabilities of the sureties. When Mr. D defaults to the tune of 42,000 rupees, how much will they be liable? 10, 12, 12, 42,000 is a liability. 10 plus 12 plus 12, how much? 34. What is the default?
So then the many will Z.
Tell me how much is the money. Very good, Rakesh.
16,000. 10, 16,
20.
20.
Yeah.
10, 16, 16. Put easily, people. 10, 10, 10. Now remaining how much? 12,000. Now he is liable up to 20,000.
6.
He is liable up to 40,000. So put 6, 6 there. There is one more question. Additionally, assess the situation if there is no contractual arrangement. Nothing we have agreed. Meaning ratio is not there. Then equally. That's all. 42 divided by 3. X agrees to pay Y 1 lakh if Y kills Z. To pay Y, X borrows 1 lakh from W, who is also aware of the purpose of the loan. Y kills Z, but X refuses to pay.
Illegal.
Explain the validity of the contract between X and Y. Direct illegal agreement, hence it is void. X and W, because he is aware of it, even that is also illegal. Tainted with illegality, that is also void. A promissory note payable at a certain period after sight must be presented to the maker thereof, under which scenario presentment of payment is not that 4. Okay, Karan agreed to sell his laptop to Vishal for a price to be fixed by Kiran, a hardware engineer. However, before the delivery of the laptop, Karan changed his mind and did not share any particulars and configuration of laptop with Kiran, which made her unable to value the price. Kiran refused to do valuation. Vishal needed laptop for his project, so he promised Karan that if the laptop is delivered to him, he would pay a reasonable price for this. However, Karan decided not to sell his laptop. Now Vishal wants to know from you, being a legal expert, whether Karan is bound to by his promise as he agreed earlier to deliver his laptop at a reasonable price. If he does not agree to deliver, what is the other remedy available to Vishal? Advice referring to the provision of Sale of Goods Act. Huh? Ascertainment of a price, correct. Now what is the
Sir, if he gives
should Karan give it to Vishal?
reasonable price.
Should I give reasonable price? Of course, because whenever the third party is not able to derive the price, in such case what will we do? We'll give reasonable price. Answer is wrong. Because why? Contract can be avoided. Contract is void. Why? Why did I put a rectangle here? Reasonable price will be given if the delivery is given. So it is void contract, that's all. Yedukda you do this? Okay. Miss Meenu went to the local rice and wheat wholesale shop and asked for 100 kgs of basmati rice. We have seen this.
Description, sale of.
So whenever you have casually, what is that?
Shiva case.
Correct. If at all on a call you were negligent, basmati rice has long grain, short grain. In that case, KVA tempter, you should be aware of what you are buying. Indian Partnership Act, okay. In breach of contract, court may award compensation or damages, ordinary damages, special damages, okay. What are the conditions to be fulfilled? Okay. Mr. Y issued a check for 10,000 to Mr. Z, which was dishonored by the bank because Y did not have enough funds in his account and has no authority to overdraw. Examine as per the provisions of Negotiable Instrument Act. Mr. Y is liable for dishonor of check. If yes, what are the consequences?
Yeah.
We have seen so many. In this only we saw, no? What would be our answer if Y issued a check as a donation? We saw quasi sale and hire purchase. Okay, probably for today we'll end it up here. Good number of questions. Yes. Okay. Yes, Rakesh. Your doubt I'm just seeing. I have a doubt, that is to incorporate LLP, at least one designated partner should be resident in India. Thus, the partner should have stayed 120 days in India during financial year. Then we can't appoint that one designated partner for first 120 days of the financial year, right? Or is there any exception for this? No. When you are appointing, you will take a declaration that he will be present for 120 days in that year. So it works on a declaration. But your logic is correct, because on day one I would not know whether he'll be a resident or not. So you will be going with a declaration that he'll be staying. Yes, sir. Tomorrow you guys will take up a 100 marks test, or what do you do? All of you are coming? Don't do it, and no online and all. All of you are coming, then yes. Yes? What if he overwrites a declaration? It's a liability. You'll have to pay you'll have to pay fine for it. For online, I'll share you the paper. I'll share the paper. Yeah? Okay, chalo. Thank you so much, people. See you all. Wish you the best. Do good. Study every day. Yeah? Finally, yes. Mukti Aya. Yeah? But yes, Put more efforts, people. Genuinely, from bottom of my heart, I'm saying it's not sufficient. Do more than what you guys are doing currently. Pass ho jayenge. Yes. I wish all the best for all of you. Do good. And yes, if any doubts and all, I'll be here only somewhere around. Feel free to ask. Yes. Chalo. Thank you so much. See you all. Bye bye. Phone number against company's policy. So I'm so sorry. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Yes, even me today. I had a great time. Loved you all. From bottom of my heart. Huh? Truth only. I promise. I enjoyed, thoroughly enjoyed. Okay, pa. Yes, thank you so much. Have a good day. Next class, they will give you an update. I'm not quite sure, but I think you will get it in your group. I don't know if they have shared it already. They've shared? Okay. They'll share it with you. Okay, thank you. See you all. Bye. Good luck.